Good afternoon, everyone. Belmont Rugby fans, welcome back to Harris Field on an absolutely perfect April afternoon for this conference matchup between the state champion Belmont Marauders and Varsity Boys Rugby of Xaverian High School, coming from Westwood, Massachusetts. My name is Peter Rosenmeier. I'm here with my colleague David Hamer. David, good afternoon.
Hello, Peter. What a great afternoon. Kick off.
Xaverian to kick off, wearing white and yellow, playing from left to right, and Belmont in blue and white, playing from right to left. Belmont takes the ball off the kickoff, rucks well, Asa Rosenmeier. Pounding the ball forward, moves a crowd of Xaverian players. Kimball delivers the ball to Jake. Belmont goes to ground, controls the loose play. Matt Dobin carries hard. And Henry Thomas looks to put the ball over the Xaverian line and does. Bounces into touch at about the 33. So it'll be Xaverian line out here at the 33.
Peter, what a good start. Safe ball retention from Belmont, and probably a pretty good choice to kick into Xaverian's half at that point.
Yeah, I think the Belmont boys don't want to continue to run and run against a staunch Xaverian line, so they chose to kick the ball over.
Xaverian have done the same. So you said first conference game, Peter? There's been a couple of other games this season for the boys.
Yeah, we've had three other contests. Belmont winning all of those handily. Two from teams in Connecticut and one from a team in Rhode Island, Bishop Hendricken, Simsbury High School in Connecticut, and Ridgefield High School in Connecticut. Today's matchup should be a significantly closer affair. The Xaverian team, very big, very tough, and extremely well coached.
Yep. That was the first line out, second line out actually, wasn't it, of course? Successfully caught, and great move off the back there to Matt Dobin taking the ball up.
Belmont moving the ball quickly now to Jake.
Here.
Oh no, too bad.
That was good work there to get the notice the overlap there. So unfortunately ball not going to hand, but a line out now, Peter, right in front of us here. So Xaverian ball. Is it my mistake, or is the tallest player on Xaverian's team taking the throw here?
John Mold.
Oh, what a good catch.
Nice steal by Belmont. Out to Josh Christensen.
That's a good
Belmont rucks the ball well. Billy Hendrickson into contact. Matt Dobin picks and goes.
Slight knock on there on the ground by the look of it, but so Peter, yes, it's definitely stern defense here. Good line speed from Xaverian, so Belmont have to use all their guile today to cross that gain line, but that was a good steal at the line out anyway, so unfortunately the ball's been turned over now, this first scrummage of the game.
So as David mentioned, when the ball gets knocked forward in rugby, there's a scrum and the opposing team, the team that did not knock the ball on, gets to put the ball into the scrum and control the timing of the scrum. So Xaverian does so. Belmont with a good drive, but Xaverian hooks the ball. The big 8-man, John Mold from Xaverian, takes it directly off the back of the scrum. Xaverian tries to come to the short side of the field.
It's popped out.
And a penalty to Belmont
for playing the ball on the ground. I think
that
the
was it.
referee
Yep.
called that. So the referee reminding the players from Belmont to get back at 10 yards when the yeah, that's gone.
So one of the options in a penalty situation, as that was to kick the ball into touch. And unlike in open play, if it's a penalty situation, the team that kicks has possession for the line out. So John Mould, Xaverian's 8-man, will throw in. And Xaverian running a nice line, but a good tackle there. Looked like Jake.
Yep. Yeah. So the brothers playing inside and outside centre today, 12 and 13. Right?
Yeah,
Jake and
at
Max
12.
Cornelius.
Both
nice
very talented,
yes,
tough, smart rugby players. And
so holding on here, that signal from the referee there at the penalty now to Belmont that the Xaverian player held onto that ball illegally, or for too long, certainly on the ground.
And I think what happened was the Belmont player got over it and was able to hold it in.
Yes, lots going on at this. You'll see it. Oh, good pass, spin pass there from the. You see the chap who passed the ball in from the line out. So shortened line out now, Peter. Four-man line out here to Belmont.
Yeah, and Belmont with the put in at about the 47.
Yep.
Good
Safely.
throw off the top. Henry to Dobin.
Nicely set back.
Numbers on the outside, but another mishandle. Xaverian will play the scrum advantage here, getting to continue the play. Oh, Belmont defense up quickly.
Very good.
Number 10, Henry Thomas, really shooting forward, making that tackle. Xaverian rucking well, maintaining possession of the ball out to their back line.
Good tackle, man and ball there. But still Xaverian. Oh, it's ripped in the tackle, so that's Belmont ball, but I think a knock on, yes. So.
Knocked forward by Belmont, says the sir.
Yep.
And in rugby, we never argue with the sir.
No, that is undoubtedly a knock-on by Belmont. So scrum again to Xaverian. Two very evenly matched teams so far, Peter. Not much has gone over halfway for either team at the moment.
Sort of playing between the 40s here,
yeah.
David.
There's good line speed from both is good. Tackling is good. Handling perhaps.
Belmont scrum getting a little drive on here.
Okay, there's time.
Space on the outside for Xaverian.
Good tackle. Oh.
Knock on by Xaverian, but the sir misses it. Xaverian calling for the ball on the outside and getting it away just. Space out wide again.
Definitely looking to spread the ball, Xaverian now. Good tackle there out on the wing. Xaverian still with the ball, still not over the 10-meter line for Belmont, the 40.
Knock on there by Xaverian. And
yeah, so we'll come back to that. Oh, okay.
Scrum to Belmont here. Well, we anticipated a closely matched affair, David, and we've got it.
Absolutely, yeah. No, they, you mentioned play between the 40, and it's miraculously stayed there for Belmont, so got a chance to clear the ball well into Xaverian half here.
Oh, it's a penalty. I thought at first it was a scrum. Nice kick by Jake.
Yes, he changed the signal, I think. Perhaps some looked to be playing the ball on the ground in the end, that one. So the upshot is a penalty to Belmont, and that will be a Belmont line out.
Well, Belmont line right at the 22-meter mark, the 25-yard mark. Tammer Tammer throws the ball in, but not straight. So this will give Xaverian either a scrum or another line out. See what they call.
Chosen the scrum, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. In a game of percentages, I guess the scrum is almost a certainty, and the line out could still go to the opposition. So Xaverian choosing the scrum.
I think that's right, David. Much higher percentage. Ball one in the scrum. And the ball comes out. Kicking for space.
Roll underneath this.
Patel underneath. Met there. Keeps his feet. Keeps his feet.
Well, gosh, just looking out for... Oh, yes, the penalty. So he didn't have a lot of options there, Roll. He probably... Oh, quick take by Xaverian. That's good play.
Xaverian reading that well.
Yeah, Max
doing
Cornelius
a quick
actually...
tap and go.
Yeah, okay, wow. Okay, so tit for tat penalties there. So Roll had little choice there. He was pretty well isolated and decided to keep hold of the ball as opposed to give it up. Penalty, and now I think that's offside, the ref signaling there, maybe.
Rahul doing a good job to keep his feet, give his support time to get there. It just wasn't quite enough. But Belmont getting the ball right back on the ensuing penalty to Xaverian. So we'll have a line out to Belmont. Right here at the 46. Tamara Sahey doing the throwing to the second pod here. Nice throw. Too bad they missed it.
Okay, early jump. So here's a signal we don't always see a lot of in rugby anymore, but that free kick, the bent arm, so good. Jake taking the ball quickly. It's over his head, but nice.
Handled well there by Rahul.
That was smart thinking
nice
to take that free kick.
To Matt Dobin. Beautiful offload.
There's space out here.
There's Asa, who fends. Crashes ahead. Asa keeps his feet, and he's down to the 16 or 17. Belmont rucks the ball. Good support there.
Good take from Henry Thomas there at his feet. Asa again with the ball. Looking
Belmont,
to get this ball out. There
little
should be space
on the outside. Just couldn't get it away.
But
there's Miles. Miles Torres. Down to about the 5 or 6. Jake shows and goes. Jake.
And he's in.
And the try is scored. Beautiful rugby. Jake Cornelius. Jake taking that ball, giving a little show and go, and powering over the try line for Belmont's first 5 points of the afternoon at about 12 minutes and 45 seconds gone.
Wow, that's great return for the first visit to the 22, powered over by Asa. Certainly made a lot of gains there, and also sucked in a lot of people to that, a lot of Xaverian defenders, and then spanned the ball out wide to start with.
David, something we talk a lot about in practice is doing just that, using the big forwards to sort of run the ball up the middle of the field, hopefully drawing in defenders and creating the overloads for the backs on either side so that they have a little bit more room to run and the numbers to move the ball out wide.
Yeah, and you saw it play out beautifully then. And a successful kick there. So that adds the extras, the 2 points extra there to make it now 7 to Belmont Marauders. And at the moment yet to score Xaverian.
And as those of you who have watched us before know, the team that scores in rugby 15s also receives the ensuing kickoff.
I do wonder when that will change. It's changed already in 7s.
Yeah.
For a few years at least.
Does seem like an odd rule, but in this particular moment, we'll take it.
Oh yes, it should perhaps always be kicked to the to Belmont, maybe.
That should be the rule change.
All right, Xaverian with the kickoff here. Deeper this time. It's over. Oh, nice take.
Well taken by Kimball. Gets it back to Jake for the clearance. That ball looks like it might stay in. Gets a bounce. Back to the 40. Belmont putting pressure on. And Xaverian returns the kick.
Well, he's got to run up after that. There's nobody behind him. Everybody's offside. Yes. That was a good play by...
Jake looking to tap and go, and he's got numbers. Good opportunity. Jake Cornelius. Jake.
That was
and
good.
He's over for the try. What a heads-up play by Jake Cornelius.
He made that try. He understood exactly what was going on. The fullback, unfortunately, for Xaverian was the very last player. There was nobody who was onside. Every player, once you kick the ball that's in front of you on your team, is offside. And he made no attempt to get those players back onside. And as soon as those other players started moving up, the referee had no other choice but to give the penalty to Belmont where the kick was taken from.
The defending side in a penalty situation has to retreat 10 meters before they're allowed to engage the offense. And Xaverian defense caught struggling to get back. Jake noticed that and tapped and went quickly, ran right through everybody and scored the try. Jake Cornelius heading off to play rugby at Navy next year, and one of our two USA players on the Belmont team. He and Asa Rosenmeier both playing for the U18s in Amsterdam last year, having a great time with some international competition. Jake with a difficult kick from the sideline here, but up to the task usually. He's got a good foot, and it's away, and
just past the posts.
Tried to hook it. Looked like it might be bending in, and just missed it. So that makes the score 12-0 Belmont.
So, back here after a couple of minutes now, Xaverian. Pretty good start from Xaverian. The first 10 minutes was both teams struggling to get out of each other's half, but Belmont now opened up a little bit of a gap. Secured the ball here.
So they run a little forward pod with a short pass there. Jake seeing some space.
Ooh.
Kick is blocked.
I think it may have hit his...
Picked up by Henry.
Yeah, hit his own player, unfortunately. So, yeah, that means he wasn't 10.
Yep.
Right. It must have been offside. Yeah.
Yeah, offside. So Xaverian with a penalty here at the Belmont 34. They'll kick for touch. And the number 12, Declan Murphy for Xaverian. Nice nudge there.
Okay.
So we have a minute here. The starters for the Belmont Marauders this afternoon at number 1, Zach Zadem. Gun-Ho Park at number 2 playing hooker. Asa Rosenmeier at the tight head prop. Alex DePamphilis and Tamer Sahay in the row at 4 and 5. Josh Christensen at 6. Billy Hendrickson playing open side flanker. We'll pause there as Xaverian wins that. And the ruck. Ball comes out.
Nice.
They spin it wide.
Pass there. Looking for the gap, and they nearly found it, nearly through. Going again on the narrow side, number 4.
Good tackling by Belmont. And the big number 3, Nathan Dennehy, crashing the ball ahead for Xaverian. Xaverian maintaining possession. Asa Rosenmeier comes up, hits well in the back. Xaverian with numbers, but the Belmont defense right on them.
Okay.
And another penalty.
In from the side. I think in from the side. So that was great line speed. I think it had to be one of the Cornelius. I couldn't tell quite which one it was. It was moving so quickly. So Xaverian with another chance here. Similar position to before, to the penalty. So
So when the ruck is formed, you have to come in through what's called the channel, which is the width of the tackled player. And Belmont was into that ruck through the side, called for the penalty. So good scoring opportunity for Xaverian here. Right at the Belmont 15.
You were just finishing off the teams, Peter. So Matt Dobin, we've heard his name quite a lot. So he's 8-man today for Belmont. So that makes up the 8 forwards. Oh, Belmont's stolen that ball. It must have gone forward, yes. So they also have an advantage at the moment.
Nice steal by Belmont. Good rucking and looking to clear, which they do.
That's a good punt. Oh, yeah.
Xaverian knocks the ball on.
Yes.
So Belmont kicking well. Jake Cornelius kicking from behind his own 10 all the way out past the 50, and the Xaverian player couldn't handle it, knocking it on, giving Belmont a scrum at the Xaverian 47. Nice play there, David.
Yes, no, and it's slightly against the wind as well, actually. There's not much wind this afternoon, but what breeze there is blowing left to right. So Belmont, is this the first Belmont scrum, actually? Or
no, I think we've had one before, yeah.
Anyways.
Kimball McMullen is our scrum half at number 9. Henry Thomas at 10, playing well this afternoon already. Jake and Max, as we've mentioned, at inside and outside center.
Stephen Hong on one wing.
Miles Torres on the other.
It's both in this play, actually, at the moment, but and Raul Patel making up the back line there, went into the tackle, but...
High tackle called. So a lot of emphasis in rugby on proper tackling technique. You absolutely cannot tackle above the shoulders. And optimally, you're down around a player's waist, wrapping up, putting them to ground. But we put a lot of emphasis on it in practice. Very unlike American football, there's no crashing in with the shoulders and the necks and the heads. Try to make the game, which is, violent enough as it is, as safe as possible.
As physical as it is.
That's what I meant. Aggressive.
So, Tamer again with the put into this line out. Nice.
Nice maul by Belmont. Josh Christensen bringing that ball down well. And the ball comes out. Stephen Hong, open. Stephen to Rahul. Nice offload.
That's Henry Thomas again, I think, in there.
Belmont trying to pound this ball in. They send Asa through. Asa over the try line. No, just short. 1 meter short. Ball comes out to Jake.
Stephen
Hong, who scores the try.
That was a good try. Notice again how much space there was outside after the forwards had done rather hard work up the middle, and spinning the ball wide there, either Jake or Max, with a nice long pass out to Stephen Hong, who had still a tricky task, but easily managed to make the try line without any opposition.
Yes, once again the forwards doing a lot of hard work and the backs trotting the ball in and tapping it down. One of the oldest rivalries in rugby. The oldest rivalry in rugby is backs versus forwards.
Are you going to say forwards win matches? Backs just determine the score. Is that what you're going to say?
That is a saying. I wasn't going to say it, David, but thank you. Appreciate that.
So, Jake again with the kick. And this one is nice, safe, and secure. Nice kick. Lovely day for kicking.
Beautiful. So that makes the score 19-0 Marauders here with about 10 minutes left in the first half.
So Xaverian with a kick. Really need to. They had a couple of forays into the Belmont half, came up short. So plenty of options in rugby. They could have even kicked some of those penalties, perhaps, to get some points on the board. But they chose the more adventuresome route, which is also good. But
Kimball back to Jake, finding
over his
space.
head.
Xaverian 15 misread that a little bit, and Belmont brings the pressure up.
Yeah.
Good tackle there. And again, the Belmont
nice
defensive line speed driving Xaverian back.
Yes, those dominant tackles. Okay. But offside.
Yeah.
So Xaverian have a chance to clear their lines. It's number 12 again. We've seen his boot already, Declan Murphy.
And the Xaverian side, Justin Fannin at number 1, Mateus Dalton at 2, Nathan Dennehy at the tight head prop position. In the row, we have John Kusanada, James Allen, Bart Glancy at 6, Will Benting, the other flanker, and their big 8-man John Mould, who also does the throwing in the line-out.
Yeah, he's
not
anymore.
Today,
so
not right
we've
now.
got a replacement already. So can't tell quite who's come off at the moment. I saw. That's not straight. That was that must have been look gooding on Jeremy. We haven't mentioned Jeremy today. Jeremy Meserve from Belmont Media, who is here as ever. And luckily for us, at least, showing the game live today. Thanks as ever to Belmont Media, but that was a great angle to see what the referee saw at that, and not straight at the line out. So Belmont with another scrum.
Belmont scrum looking good this first half.
Nice.
Jake out to Miles. Miles finding space. Miles is...
Oh, and good tackle in the end, but that was good. Just slight knock on. Oh, no, I was...
No, the sir let them play, says the ball went backwards. Belmont retains the ball, cleans things up, and slows things down. Just what you want to do. There we go. Ball spins out to Jake, to Asa. Asa with the offload. Looked like it was to Steven.
Nice. Oh, unlucky. That was a nice...
Miles cleaning that up well, turning it back in field, setting the ruck. John Dobin making meters. Belmont
nice
support there.
From Belmont, yes. Asa taking a crash ball.
And here comes
nice.
the overload. Nice, beautiful play. Henry to Max. And the try scored. Henry
good.
Thomas with a beautiful run, finding the space and then dishing the ball out to the Cornelius brothers, who finish. Max Cornelius finishing in the try zone for another 5 points to Belmont.
It was a great. If we saw you rewind that again, I should think Jake will be. He passed that ball out of the back door with his left hand. To give it on to his brother.
The little wing pass, chicken wing pass.
Yeah, that was
beautiful.
Good way to keep the ball alive.
So all Belmont here so far in this first half, 24-0 Marauders over the visiting team from Xaverian High School, Xaverian brothers in Westwood, Massachusetts. The Xaverian team coming from all over: West Roxbury, Auburndale, Walpole, Wayland, Randolph.
Full selection of W's there with Woburn and Waltham and Weymouth as well.
It's alliteration.
It really is.
That was pretty good. Thanks, I'm here all week. So Jake lines this up from almost the exact spot as the last one.
And the same result.
Another 2 for Belmont, 26 to nothing.
Curve on that kick, right? So we should, apologies for any pronunciation errors, we'll just finish off the rest of the Xaverian team. So number 9 for them is Garrett Lewis, that's the scrum half. Ryan Burns is, I think, going to take the kick-off, unless number 12 we've seen kicking before as well, Declan Murphy.
I think the 15 has it here.
Oh, Declan Murphy and Luke Bell are in the centres. On the wings are Ben Kramer and Carter DeLeo, and Jackson Putt is number 15, and I think kicking now, yes.
Tamer Sahey, handles that ball well.
And stands up well in the tackle.
Yes, manages to control that. Belmont rucks the ball well. Alex DePampoulos runs hard.
Yeah, that was a high tackle.
And a high tackle.
Yeah.
Alex springs up. He seems to be fine, and Belmont will have the penalty kick.
That was a pretty slow speed. Higher tackle there.
Yeah. Jake finding touch right around the 50.
Yeah, it's ball kept low. It does the wind on the field, I guess. There, the flags have picked up a wee bit.
Mm-hmm.
So Belmont with the put in. Short line out, 4-man. Nice throw.
Oh, Josh Christensen off the top. Out to Matt Dobin. Matt breaks the gain line. Ball's rucked quickly. Jake. Asa there in support, as is Tamer. Jake again. Keeps his feet.
And sets up nicely.
Matt Dobin met by the Xaverian defense.
Yeah,
Henry Thomas, nice high kick.
Followed up there by Max, I think, yep.
Well done by Belmont.
With Xaverian coming up with this ball, it's number 2 crashing in there. Mateus Dalton.
And Xaverian with the high kick. Rahul looking to handle this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nicely played.
And Miles Torres trying desperately to hang on to that player. Couldn't get the tackle.
So
good effort by Miles, but
yep.
believe that was the number 8.
Yeah, that was a good
Was
play. I don't think it was John Mould. I don't think it was. I think it might have been number 14. I think.
Okay.
But we'll give Carter DeLeo a mention there. Good hand skills in the end. So that shows you again the vagaries of the bounce of a rugby ball, though. So Roll had that nicely covered. Then a bounce to the left was enough to get past him, and then Xaverian player was quickly on it. And although it looked like a knock-on in the air, as long as you retain possession of the ball, even if you knock the ball on, as long as you catch it again or even fumble it again, as long as it doesn't actually touch the ground, then you are still in possession of the ball. So that's what happened there.
Nice play by Xaverian, and underscores one of the things we talk about, which is if you can catch it in the air, please do, because you never know which way a rugby ball is going to bounce.
Yep. So extra 2 points would mean a lot here, and they are good. Number 6 kicks that, Bart Glancy, which is 7 now to Xaverian. That makes a big difference going into half-time at the moment with just a minute to go, or just over. Again, the ref here controls the time. Whatever we see on the clock is not going to be the final time played. So Belmont with the first kickoff for them in the game.
And Jake Cornelius doing all the kicking this afternoon, including the kickoff. So he lines up and sends it deep, high and deep. Xaverian, the 14,
Yes, we think scored the try. Carter, he must have.
Carter DeLeo, yep.
Oh.
And
returning the ball.
Again, Belmont.
But.
There's Jake.
Nice
out to
lead.
Rahul.
Unlucky. Stephen did that was not a good pass. But Stephen wasn't wrong, and that is the half. So for all us saying the clock doesn't count, the ref has blown up almost exactly on time. So end of the first half, eventful first half, Peter, dominated by Belmont scoring until that last score.
Wonderful half of rugby. Don't go away. We've got more to come, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Harris Field on a beautiful April afternoon for the second half of this contest between the Belmont Marauders and the boys from Xaverian Brothers High School. First half carried pretty well by Belmont. 26-7 is the score here with 35 minutes left to play. I'm Peter Rosenmeier here with David Hamer. David, your thoughts on the first half?
Oh, gosh, well, pretty... In the end, after that first very close 10 minutes, right, we were remarking the ball hadn't left really the halfway line. Then Belmont exploded into action with 3 or 4, I think it's 4 tries maybe. And then, unfortunately for them, it's then led a try in just before the end of the first half. But a great display by Belmont. Everybody played well, I think, in that first half. A few early knock-ons were shored up. There was a good interplay between backs and forwards. It was a great half. So let's see what the second half brings.
Belmont to kick off, playing left to right in the blue. Xaverian to receive, playing right to left in the white. And Jake Cornelius, our number 12, going to take the kick. Lets his team know where the ball is going.
Little signal to the signal to his team.
And we're away.
And
ball comes out. Straight out. Jake slicing that kick a little bit, and so Xaverian Brothers will have a scrum at the half. Really good attacking position for Xaverian here to open the second half.
Yes, that's obviously not the start Belmont wanted. Difficult to defend this scrum right in the middle of the park, except Xaverian backs here are lined up a long way away.
Yeah,
probably 8-man is picking up anyway. No, yes.
Out to the 9.
But still there.
And passed way back, and they swing the field. Coming across to the opposite field is their number 11.
So that's good cover by Belmont.
Yeah, very good. Very good defense. Xaverian wins the ruck, sends their forwards in. Belmont defense staunch. High tackle called.
Okay, so
Belmont retreats 10, and Xaverian's going to kick for touch here. And they do a little nudge, finding touch right at the 45. Not quite the distance they wanted, but the most important thing is to get it out of bounds.
Yes, but it does give definitely not as bad as it could have been for Belmont. You don't want to be defending too deep. So now still around the halfway line. Xaverian with the put in. Nice. Oh, that was unlucky. Belmont nearly stole that ball.
Almost stealing the ball, Belmont. Xaverian controlling the loose play. Tackled well by Asa
good
there.
Steal from Belmont, but
and Belmont has it.
Yes.
Powering the ball forward, and Zach takes it into contact. Looking to recycle.
Quickly recycle.
Kimball out to Henry.
And out.
There goes Max.
Nice.
And the ball's away to Rahul, to Stephen Hong, who drops it forward, unfortunately. Oh, that's a shame.
Just looked ahead of him just when that ball was reaching, and perhaps he caught it a little bit too soon. So good move, though. Jeremy at halftime was talking about rucks, and that was evident there. Very quick ruck, and opened up all that type of space out there for Belmont. But with that knock on, that's a scrum now to Xaverian.
Just talking with the boys before the game about the speed of the ruck. If you can get over the ruck, secure the ball, and deliver quick ball to your backs, you've really got a tremendous advantage.
A great scrum
Belmont
there by
with
Belmont.
a great scrum, but Xaverian manages to get the ball back.
Rahul with a good take.
Good take. Unfortunately, a little bit of an errant pass. And Xaverian picks up the loose ball.
With a touch.
And
yeah, I'm not sure who's. Yes, it must
should
be a Xaverian.
Belmont ball.
Yeah. Touch.
So it is a little bit of a confusing hand signal on the far side, but we've got it sorted out, and Tamer Sahay will throw the ball in for the Belmont line.
Oh, great take in the end. That was
great.
That wasn't the intended target. Was Zach, but he took full responsibility to get his hands in the air. A great run by Asa.
Asa pounding the ball up the middle very effectively.
Yeah, it's got to be over the top there. So Xaverian unfortunately got probably pulled into that actually. Oh, quick take.
Jake, seeing an opportunity, seeing space. Jake tackled at the 35. The ball comes out to Gun Ho. Belmont retaining possession.
Stephen Hong, I think, taking the ball on.
Pick and go. Kimball. And looks like Matt Dobin there with a nice release and regather of the ball. Josh Christensen into space. Support is there.
Got to come this way. Yep.
And they do.
Unlucky. Knock on. Unlucky, I'm not...
oh, too bad.
Yep.
So Belmont putting some nice phases together, attacking effectively, and unfortunately knocking the ball on. Scrum down to Xaverian at the 30.
Well, that was good spring in their step there, the Belmont team, actually. All of them with that attacking play. Xaverian with a put in. I'm not sure, we haven't got still the same teams, I think, on both sides at the moment, Peter.
No, I don't see any substitutions for Belmont yet.
Xaverian seem to have the same numbers on their back as earlier, and that ball has already come out.
With a big scrum
shot,
there.
Yes. Oh. Yes.
Belmont with a big scrum, and they're going to do it again. I think the ball will go to Belmont now.
Yes, it looks like he... Signaling? No, maybe not. No, so it's still... I think that ball might have gone straight out the tunnel in the end, I think.
I think TJ the Sir is also warning Belmont that they can't drive more than 1.5 meters. You're really in
oh.
I believe that's the case. Unlike college and the pros and high school rugby, you can't continue to drive the scrum.
That is a good rule.
I may be wrong about that, but I believe that is the rule. There is a limit.
I always wondered. I mean, at this, there's still some disparity in the teams and the front rows. Oh, Rahul's put a good kick up
nice
there.
Kick, high kick.
Nicely taken in the end by the fullback.
Oh, Miles, unfortunately missing that tackle.
Yes, quite spectacularly, actually. Xaverian secured this ball, but it's taken up a lot of resources to get it. Slow ball.
There it is, and Belmont into the backfield. Xaverian.
Good pickup.
Kicking it away. There's Stephen Hong under it, calling for it. He's got it.
Yep.
And penalty
offside again, yeah.
So that's the second time Xaverian's been caught offside in a... And Belmont going quickly. Stephen Hong.
Yep. So swing
at the goal line.
We want the ball out wide this way, don't we?
They take it short side. Recycle. Josh Christensen. Not quite there. Ball's out. Here comes Jake.
Lots of space out here, Peter.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
They like it.
Yes.
They like it.
Good take in the end.
Oh, a nice offload to Miles Torres. And Miles is in for the score.
That was good play. Belmont knew where the space was. It took a little time getting there, but it did get there. Miles Torres with the score. Unfortunately, just behind the tent here at the field, but referee's arm going up certainly indicated the penalty. So the kick. I wonder where he. Yeah, Jake is looking for the yes.
For the tee.
Looking for the where the score was. We've
Oh,
said this
for the
before
mark.
many
Yes,
times,
yeah,
so
yeah.
You might have wondered if you hadn't seen it before, but the kick is taken perpendicular to where the ball is placed onto the ground, and a try is scored within the try zone. So Jake just asking confirmation there from the ref exactly where he should take it from. He can move the ball as far back or as close to the posts, or any kicker can. Give us a nice angle at this side.
Jake lines
Yes.
it up, and
Nice kick.
It's a beautiful kick. So that adds an extra 2, and brings our score to 33-7 Belmont. Here, about 10 minutes into the second half.
Yep. So there's been at least one substitution. I've seen number 5 come off the field for Xaverian. That was James Allen.
And Xaverian to kick off. Send
Good
it high.
kick.
Very nice kick. Short.
Ooh.
Oh, unfortunately bobbled by Belmont, and we'll have a scrum to Xaverian in great attacking position at the Belmont 22-meter mark.
Yes, they couldn't really wish for more at a kickoff. So Xaverian obviously with the put into this scrum.
Xaverian winning the
Yes.
scrum, collapsing.
Belmont certainly is, as normal. We've come used to this over the time. A pretty dominant pack, well drilled. You wouldn't want to be in the Xaverian scrummage right now. Trying to get the ball out as quickly as possible now would be their tactic. John Mould at number 8. We saw a lot of him in the first half, so looking to probably pick this ball up as soon as it gets to his feet. Leaving it for the scrum half. Good tackle.
So Belmont defense playing well here. Xaverian spins the ball out, getting it wide. They've got numbers on the outside with space.
Oof.
And that looked like that ball got stripped, maybe by
Yes.
Josh Christensen. Beautiful play by...
Okay, that was good. So that was probably Xaverian's best attacking play there for a moment. But in the tackle there, at number 15, I think, for Xaverian losing the ball. Scrum to Belmont. Henry Thomas, for a fly half, puts in a lot of tackles today.
Yeah, he's played extremely well.
Yeah, his distribution's good, and then in defense, he's taking on some big tackles for the team.
And a beautiful run at that last try.
Yes.
Jake with the offload to Max. Out to Rahul. There's Miles. Miles keeping his feet. The Belmont support right over the ball.
Great.
There's Josh. Ball is rucked again. Again, quick ball by Belmont.
Nice take by Jake.
Jake gathering it.
Quick ball.
There it is again. And
straight out. Unfortunately, that was good thinking. Change it up a bit. But unfortunately, that ball went straight out. So
anytime you're in front of your 22-meter mark and you kick the ball has to bounce in bounds before going into touch. Otherwise, it comes back to the point of the kick, which is what happened there to Belmont, and it'll be Xaverian line out at the 46.
Oh, that was not straight.
But straight.
Okay, knock on. The ref has signaled.
Xaverian number 9, it looks like Garrett Lewis making a line break there.
Oh, good
and
push.
They try to pound it ahead with their forwards, but they're met by Matt Dobin, who will have none of it.
And the ball spilled in the tackle. Yes, so Belmont ball.
Great defense by Belmont. A lot of teams assume that Belmont can be run at in the close quarters around the breakdown in those A, B, and C channels close to the rucks. And they're meeting up with the likes of Matt Dobin and Asa Rosenmeier and finding it's not as easy as they thought.
So 50 minutes, well, that's still 20 minutes left, right, Peter? Oh.
Yes, 20 minutes left.
Yeah. Oh, he was in front of the ball. That's a good call by the ref. So that was a knock on. And a Belmont player picked the ball up who was in front of the ball. So it's a penalty, so unlucky.
So
Stephen Hong trying
to jump out of bounds and play that in. So Xaverian with very good field position here will have a line out right around the 8.
Yep. Xaverian shortened line out here. 4-man. 5, I guess.
Bring it down. They're going to try to maul it in. Not getting much. Oh, and the ball pops out.
Good.
Xaverian picks and goes. Met there. Nothing doing. And again. There's the ball again. This time over. Not quite.
Yeah.
And they do it that time.
Yeah, they had numbers over on the right.
Third time's a charm.
Yeah. So, as a well-worked try in the end, it was unfortunate how the penalty arose. It was pretty difficult to get out of that situation, Belmont, and then a good kick and a line out that then offered up that scoring opportunity. So that brings the visitors up to 12 with the kick, possible 14, but that's still 3 scores behind Belmont. Belmont so far even been in Xaverian's half basically for the last nearly 20 minutes. So something against somewhat against the run of play.
So Xaverian player eyeing the ball, lining this up. Bart Glancy doing the kicking for Xaverian this afternoon.
And that is over.
It's
Low
over.
one, but it's over. And I got a sense that he realized how precious those 2 points are.
So that makes the score 33-14. Your Marauders on top, and subs coming in for Xaverian, it looks like.
Yeah, number 14 going off. So that was the winger we think is the try scorer, Carter DeLeo. So Jake again here with the kickoff.
Nice kick. Xaverian gathers that well. Into contact.
Oh.
The number 2 takes that ball forward, loses it.
Yes, that was a nice strip in the tackle there.
Not forward. Scrum to Belmont here at the 35. Second time it looks like the Belmont player has been able to strip the ball, causing the knock-on and forcing the turnover. Nice plays.
So Kimball with the put in. Nice solid scrum. Oh, it's gone
it
down
was.
actually, yeah. As soon as I said
But
it.
play on. Jake finding space. Jake is away.
He's still
Keeps his feet.
not quite there.
Not quite.
Oh, that's a good counter ruck in the end.
There it is.
Max trying to take the ball over, finish off. Very slow ball tap. Yes, okay. So I'm
So looks like not releasing is the call. And
so Belmont with the chance just to tap and go. You were talking about the options at penalty, so here's another one. We've seen some of these already more quickly than this. This is a
looks like
classic.
Asa's going to take this. Dishes it outside.
Yes, good play. Unfortunately, not quite a hand, but that was good thinking.
So they thought Asa was going to
barrel over,
and he made the pass out to Tamara. Couldn't quite make the try line. Belmont once again. Josh DePampolis goes to ground. There is Jake to Max.
Good tackles on there. Last ditch
Max
tackles
delivers. Here. Asa.
He's over. No, not quite. Wow.
Asa not quite on it. There it is. Dobin. Kimball with the ball out. Wide.
And
Stephen Hong
has to be
in the corner.
Yes.
Scores the try. Beautiful ball retention by Belmont.
Multi-phases,
taking the ball in close, and then working the outside channels and getting the ball swung quickly to Stephen Hong, who dots it down on the sideline. Beautiful try.
I wonder, is he up to a hat-trick or is that 2? I've seen him score at least 2 this afternoon. But anyway, we won't worry about that, and the team doesn't necessarily worry about that, but it's often a milestone for a player to score 3. That does usher in a couple of substitutions for Belmont and another 3 or 4 for Xaverian. Fullback role, Patel going off for Belmont. Number 17
Luke Wilgren
is on Luke. Yes, Wilgren is in. I'm not sure he's necessarily a direct replacement for Raoul, but there's also number 19's gone onto the field. That's Charlie Clem. If that's a 19 on your score sheet.
That is, yes, Charlie Clem, yep. So, Some fresh legs for Belmont, and does look like Luke is going to line up at the wing.
He's gone into wing, and Stephen Hong is then dropped into fullback by the look of it.
Yeah.
Great kick. And distance, had plenty of distance, but unfortunately squeezed past the upright.
So Jake's kick not good, but the score 38-14 here with about 11 minutes left on the clock. See if the Sir agrees. He did in the first half. And Xaverian to kick off. So there's the kick.
Nice one.
Josh Christensen. Tackled hard there.
But he still keeps the ball pretty secure, actually.
Yeah. Like Billy Christensen. I'm sorry, Billy Hendrickson into...
Ooh, is that straight out?
But he was behind the 22, I think.
I'm pretty sure that ball got passed back into the 22.
Oh, so, yeah.
But anyway, we're not going to...
We're not going to make a fuss of that.
Maybe it wasn't,
No.
It was all in and around. Well, it certainly wasn't, anyway. So line out on the halfway line to Xaverian.
Belmont will try to lift their front jumper, see if they can interrupt this. Billy does. Yep. And that ball collected by Belmont. Beautiful turnover by the Marauders. Kimball digging it out. Delivers to Zach. Zach finds a little space. Makes the gain line. And Belmont recycles.
Nice.
Out the back. There they go. Nice. Stephen Hong shows and goes. Fends off a player and into contact. Nice running there. Charlie Clem with his first touch of the game. Does a nice job. Matt Dobin is met by a...
stiff opposition there.
Yeah. There we go. Jake back into Asa.
Inside to Asa.
Asa keeps
seen that
his
much
feet.
today, but that was good thinking between
Very
the two
pretty.
teammates.
Yep.
Stevens met that well, and I guess
directly
that's still
out.
Straight out.
Yeah,
yes, the ball was
out.
in the air when he kicked it. He's had to have a couple of goes at those today, given that some of the passes he's had have been around his ankles.
So line out to Xaverian at the 49. Not straight.
Not straight.
So not straight, and Belmont will
elect. Oh no. Okay. I think that was early jumping.
Early jumping.
So it's a free kick.
Yep. And Xaverian takes that quickly. Player's a little isolated, but the support gets there quickly for Xaverian. They run their number 21 Christian Lennon ahead. One of their substitutes. And their 6 breaks the line.
Good tackle.
Miles there for the tackle. Belmont support there.
He had to release the ball, though. I guess he wasn't held.
So knocked on is the call. Scrum down to Belmont. Nice support and nice defense by the Marauders. Miles making a beautiful tackle. And everybody else right on his heels to make sure that they could disrupt that play.
It certainly was good defense. First clean break, really, I think we've seen. That was Bart Glancy, who
Glancy,
perhaps
yep.
we've seen kicking up to now. So Belmont with a chance to clear their lines.
Good scrumming by both sides today. Belmont perhaps with a little bit stronger, but Henry takes the ball out, looking to create a little space. And then with a nice box kick, high up and under kick. But the Xaverian player.
Good tackle. And that was,
I think it was a high tackle.
Oh.
I think the sir called a high tackle on that.
Yeah, no, he has. Yeah.
And it looks like the Jackson Putt, the number 15 for Xaverian, looks like he's.
Well, he's back up. So.
Oh,
I think,
yeah.
Okay.
He'll be okay, and they take the ball quickly, tap and go. Belmont trying to drive that player into touch. Again, 21, carrying the ball hard. He's
Belmont
held up.
In to hold that up now.
Holding him up, holding him up.
Has to be, yes.
And
great
they do.
play.
Great play by Belmont.
So you don't often see that, but Belmont definitely with the nous and savvy to realise that if they held that player up and the ball didn't come out, then that's a maul formed, and if the ref determines that maul has gone on for too long, then the ball will be given to the opposition, as Belmont knew. So a couple more subs coming on for Belmont. 16 is John Dobin.
Matt's brother.
Matt's brother, so there's two sets of brothers on the field, assuming he doesn't take off one of the Corneliuses. And also number 21, that's Jason. Jason Coate. Coate or Cote?
Coate, I think. I'll ask next time I see him. Jason going to come in at hooker here.
Yeah, and Josh
Christensen
coming
has
off.
had a very strong game coming off. So a nice round of applause for this pretty good crowd here for a vacation day early game.
Work week. We must have too many players on the field at the moment. We must have too many. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's a little.
I saw two go on and only one came off, I'm pretty sure.
Penalty by Belmont.
Oh, he's coming off. Gung ho, right?
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Okay, so
Offside.
Offside. Wow. Okay. So Jake going to attempt to put this into touch from the middle of the park.
Difficult position to touch from. That ball's up.
Okay, that wasn't.
Stays in.
I think it was held up, Peter, over the line. That was a goal line dropout in the end, I think.
Oh yes, right. Thank you. Goal line dropout.
I thought
That's
the
why
ref
the drop kick. Yes.
was signalling with his arms, but that was probably to get the players to go back the 5 meters that's needed.
That's right. And what happened there is Xaverian received that kick. Kimball comes off, and we have Ben
Kimball
Williams.
Comes off, Miles is off, and also number 7, Billy. Yeah, Hendrickson is off.
Yep. And Aaron Wilgren is on. Ben Williams on for Belmont. So a number of substitutions here, getting to see some playing time in this exciting first conference matchup for the Marauders this season.
Good steal.
Steal by Xaverian, and the number 9 finds space on the outside. But that ball intercepted by Max. Does a nice job.
Oh, pretty sure he was being held on too on the ground, but anyway.
And they go quickly. Number 12.
Oh,
runs
he's
over a couple of players and scores the try for Xaverian.
Well, that was a good score in the end, but perhaps just Belmont just a little off guard there. Just a couple of minutes left. So I think we have 3 sets of brothers now on the field, Peter. So that's good for those families, right? For the Belmont team. Dobbins, Cornelius, and
Wilgrens. Yep. Nice article in the Boston Herald last year about the brothers.
Oh, yes,
and different sets of brothers last year, and
some Rosenmeiers last year played together.
Couple Rosenmeiers on the field, and but nonetheless a real family affair. You know, not just among the team, but very literally. Pairs of brothers, family tradition. Josh Christensen, of course, had brothers that played, sisters that played.
Yes. So successful kick there again. So
38-21 with less than a minute in this game. Belmont will want to finish this strong, not let up anything here in the final seconds. And again, Jake signaling where this kick is going. And he sends it deep.
Well taken in
well
the end.
taken for sure.
Ooh.
Oh.
I was surprised that referee is definitely being, as he should be, cautious.
Yep.
And time off. It was a heavy hit, but he was also pretty low to the ground by the time he'd gone into that challenge.
I agree, and you know, in professional rugby, you'll often see referees making accommodation for that, but I think it.
Yes, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Very few stoppages actually in this game. That time is, the elapsed time is pretty much the same as the playing time today. Doesn't always happen, but number 15 is coming off. So that's Jackson Putt.
Had a good game today.
Yeah, he did.
And number 25 has come on. That's Kevin Burnap on for Xaverian.
So that's a penalty now to Xaverian. So it must be coming close to the...
coming close to the end. I would imagine this will be the last phase of play we'll see.
Xaverian with a put into the line out. Upcoming games, Peter?
Yes, there are some, but I don't have my schedule right in front of me, and I would hate to lead our fans astray. Xaverian with a nice line out. The ball comes wide, and they swing it. Oh, good move into space by the number 12. Xaverian with numbers on the outside if they can make use of it.
Oh, good steal, yes, holding on to that ball.
And Belmont with the penalty goes quickly on the outside. Inside to Asa. Asa. Ball comes out and is
into touch.
Run into touch there.
And
that's the game.
End.
So the final here at Harris Field, Belmont Marauders 38 and Xaverian 21 for the first conference win of the 2023 rugby season. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Peter Rosenmeier with David Hamer and Jeremy Meserve. Thank you again, always to Jeremy and to the Belmont Media Center for their great production of Belmont Rugby.
Thank you, Peter. See you next time.
Look forward to it.